What's up, guys? Today we are going to be installing some KC lights on the front of my 4Runner. It's 3rd gen 4Runner. This is a 2001, but I'm going to be putting an earlier model grill on it in this video as well. I just finished doing the whole valve cover gasket job and everything that that entails. Cleaned up the engine bay while I was at it. You can actually see that the valve covers are silver now, which you couldn't before because of how disgusting they were. There's a bunch of sludge in there. So tomorrow I'm going to do some liquid moly engine flush to clean it out, then put just some cheap oil in it, clean it out again, and then do a nice oil change with this Pennzoil Platinum High Mileage Full Synthetic, which I watched a Project Farm video and he tested this to be the best oil. So that's going to be the oil that I use from now on. And then I also got this liquid moly MOS2 anti-friction, just like a friction modifier for the oil because it had good reviews. So we'll see how it works. And then an OEM Toyota filter that Walmart actually carried. I didn't know that Walmart carried those filters. But I've got a lot of stuff I'm doing to this car. Since it's my daily and I'm about to take it on several big road trips, so there's a lot of stuff I want to do to it. My other car, the Focus, that most of you follow me for, it's still not fixed, but in a couple weeks I'll be off school and I can finally fix that. So here's what we're going to be doing in this video. I've also got these amber LED lights, which I'm going to put behind the fog lights here, but I figured I'd make a separate video on that to show people how I do it, because I figured there's probably going to be other people that want to know how to do that, because the OEM Toyota fog lights are super expensive. But here's the grill I got. It was 50 bucks on eBay, really cheap, and it looks really good. It just doesn't come with a badge, but I'll just take the badge off my car and put it on there. But yeah, that'll be the grill that's going on with the lights. This grill doesn't stick out as far, so it'll give me a little bit more space to mount the lights as well. But here's the lights I got. They are the Hella 500 FF. I got them on Amazon. I got the ones that are like used but new, so I think it's just somebody's return, and I got them like 20 bucks off. But here they are. I've already opened them up. I put these cages on them, which I got on eBay for 20 bucks from Hella, because I didn't want to run the white rock guards. I wanted some that I didn't have to take on and off, so that's what I got these for. So here are the lights. I'll go ahead and get everything out of the box. So there's the two lights, and then there's a mount for one of the lights, a mount for another one of the lights, and then the wiring kit here. So yeah, that's all that comes with it other than the instructions. What I'm going to do is they're going to be bolted in to here, but I need to, for number one, I need to test fit that grill to see how much room I have, and then assemble the brackets and mark where they need to go on this plastic. And then I'm going to take this grill off, look behind there, and see if there's some holes in this metal underneath, or if I can drill some so that I can put the bolts through the metal bumper and not this plastic, because that'll be a lot stronger. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this grill, this disgusting one that is super loose because it's just zip tied on by the previous owner. So I'm going to go ahead and rip this off and see what we're working with. So I got the grill on. It snaps in perfectly fine. There's just these two side mounts, which actually, no, all of the mounts fit for this model grill on this car, and I like how it looks a lot better. I'm gonna get some ceramic coating and put on this plastic to make it look darker. But what I did was I marked it with tape, because I thought I was gonna pull the grill off, but I ended up not needing to, which I probably will in order to drill the holes. But yeah, so this is what, actually, now that I'm thinking about this, I'm probably gonna have to install these brackets first, and then the lights will go into the brackets, because I don't think I'll be able to put the grill on with the lights on once I get it all wired up. But I guess I'll worry about that once I get there. But yeah, I got it all marked and measured, and then I used this center punch to mark where they'll go, which actually that doesn't really look super even to the eye, but I'll need to remeasure it. But I'm going to pull the tape off and then drill the holes, and then I'll put the ceramic on the bumper to make it look good. So I've got the holes drilled and the mounting figured out. Luckily, this plastic right here has metal in it. You can see there's like a layer of metal in between plastic and then like more plastic on the back. So this is a lot more sturdy than I thought it was. You can feel the metal here where it stops, but then this keeps going. So there's just enough room for this bolt to go down right where I put it. So it ended up fitting out, working out perfectly. I've got this one just hand tightened on there, and it feels like it is going to be plenty strong. So I'm going to get the other bracket put in here, and then I'll reach under here with a wrench and get these tightened down really good. And then we'll work on the wiring. So it comes with this relay wiring kit here, where it's got a relay for the switch and a fuse with the power and all that. So I'm figuring out how I want to route this. I'm thinking I'm going to screw that little box in on the side here, because there's some holes here that are already threaded. And then I'll run the ground right there to the factory ground, and then the power wire will go to the factory power here. And then from there, we just wire. Well, actually, now I'm getting confused. Let's see. So this, we've got power. I think that's also. Yeah, see, I don't know what I'm doing. We'll figure it out, because there's two wires on each of them there. So those are going to have to get figured out. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get the brackets mounted at least. So then I can start getting everything wired and all the cables managed and whatnot. And then you can see, whoa, right down there, there's a grommet that goes into the interior. So that's where I'll run the wires in. Through there into the interior, where I will be able to put the switch. I'm going to put the switch right here on that panel, and then should be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get the mounting finished up, and then see if I can't figure out this wiring. So a little update. Here's what it's looking like. They're both mounted. They're pretty solid. They move just a little bit, but obviously that's expected. But they're quite a bit more solid than I thought they'd be, just going straight through this. So I've got some of the wiring started here. I've been working on trying to do really good wire management here to make sure everything stays out of the way. But the blue coming from each light is the ground. So I put a little connector on the end of it. I just crimped it in there, put some heat shrink on it. Then I put it under the bolt there, and then the same thing on this side, grounding it to this bracket on the AC condenser that goes to the frame. And then the black wire is the power wire. So what I have going on with that is the fuse or the relay over here. I have bolted in just with a bolt that fit those threads. It's just the same bolts that Toyota uses everywhere. I had an extra one. So I bolted it in to the hole there. Then the blue wire is the ground. So that's grounded to the factory ground there. And then the black wire coming off of this is the power wire to the lights. So it runs down under there. I have it zip tied, and then it comes out right here. And then it splits into two, and then those two black ones are going to each of the lights. And then here we have, this is the power lead that goes to the battery. So I'm about to connect that to the battery and then zip tie these wires out of the way. And then the yellow one is the one that will go into the interior, and this one connects to one of the prongs on the switch. So I'm going to route it through that grommet there and get it up inside into the interior, and then the rest of the work will be in the interior with the switch, because the switch power and ground will happen in there. I'm not really sure where I'm going to get power for the switch, so we'll see in there, because I don't have any more fuse taps, so this might end up having to wait until tomorrow for me to get another fuse tap, or possibly I can use one that I already have in there, but we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and put the grill on, because now I am done behind here, and I just want to see what it looks like. To get a little bit more slack out of that one. But yeah, all looks pretty good. There is barely enough room behind them to get the grill in, but yeah, I'm really liking how it looks. So after a lot of troubleshooting, I've got all the wiring done, and the button is routed into the interior, and I have a fuse tap going off of the accessory fuse, which is powering the switch, and then the yellow wire coming from the relay and the engine bay is coming into the interior through that grommet onto here. And then I also have the switch grounded to a bolt under there, and the switch works. Like whenever I turn it on and off, I can hear the relay clicking in there, but the lights aren't coming on. So I'm afraid either the lights have a bad ground or there's a bad connection there somewhere. So tomorrow I'm going to have to pull the grill off and look and see behind there what the deal could be. But they are mounted and they look good for now. So after doing some testing and troubleshooting, I figured out what the issue was. It was the ground at the actual lights themselves. These bolts here are not good enough for a ground. I thought they connected to the chassis, but apparently one of them or both of them is not good enough. So what I did was I extended this one, which is this green wire, just that came in the kit, and I used the crimp connectors, and then this one was able to fit, and then I grounded it right here at a factory ground, and then now they work. So I will turn the car on, and then here's my switch. I ended up routing it to the gauge fuse, and then flip the switch on. You can see them turning on and off, and hear the relay clicking, and then there you can see there they are on. So they look to be brighter than my brights, so I'm hoping that they turn out to be, but they are aimed higher, so they should help in addition to just looking cool. But I will test them out when I drive home tonight, because I will be driving in the dark. But they definitely look good. I really like how they look, and they turned out to be a lot sturdier than I thought they would be. And now that you know how not to wire them, it should be pretty easy to wire them in. Just have to do a little bit of wire work, but I'm no electrician. Really have no idea what I'm doing, and figured out how to get it to work. And I feel like my wire management is not the worst thing in the world. I've seen everything zip tied out of the way, use factory grounds, got the fuse accessible, and then there's the relay. So that's pretty much it for this video. I will do these lights in another video, so that I can have a video specific on how to like retrofit just generic LED pods into the fog light holes. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Nickjoenap, and I'll see you in the next video.